9:05 on this Monday morning, August 20th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, August 20th, 2018. Good morning to you all this lovely Monday morning, August 20th, 2018. It is 9:06 and the temperature is 68 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 9:06 is Pope on Pennsylvania sex abuse report. We abandoned the little ones. Investigations examined over $20 million in loans by former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen, according to the New York Times. Trump lawyers said in reasons they don't know what Don McGahn told Melo's team. GOP dumps soap on them hopefuls. When Trump is jailed, Giuliani can visit him and say, "Don't worry, Donald, prison is in prison." Men who sexually assaulted airline passenger convicted could face life in prison. 100,000 acres later, Yosemite's Ferguson fire declared fully contained. 46 people shot into Chicago since Friday night. Women have fell off a cruise ship lucky to be alive after 10 hours in water. Afghan forces free 149 people taken hostage by Taliban. Indian Prime Minister surveys flood damage in Kerala as the Air Force drops to aid the victims. Iran tells EU to speed up efforts to save nuclear deal. Admiral employees run afoul of state law, cancel resident afoul of Mayor Paul Heroux. 2 handguns stolen on robbery in Berkeley. Pepsi plans to buy SodaStream in $3.2 billion deal. Many Greeks struggle to keep their heads above water as bailout ends. Elon Musk snapped back that hour and a half and about to get some more sleep in the Twin Sun at 2:30 a.m. Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey admits leaning bias but says ideology doesn't influence policy. Looking at the stocks now. Up 110.59 points at 25,669.32. SP 5 up 9.44 at 2550.15. And Nasdaq up 981 at 7816.33. News from The Wire. North Korea families been at decades after war. Seoul police raid leaked the Russia shipwreck scam. Ex-U.S. airman convicted of child molestation of South Korea and Japan. Seoul, North Korea has agreed to allow a UN aviation official to monitor air travel safety measures and take for the missile launches. The president's 8th wave for that plague the Korean peninsula took every toll on an ordinary North Koreans, according to the South Korean press report. Concern is rising in Seoul following the reports of the possible Xi Jinping visit to Pyongyang on the anniversary of North Korea's National Foundation Day. A U.S. service member was killed early Monday when a helicopter crashed in Iraq, military officials said. Gunfire at U.S. Embassy in Turkey reflects deepening conflict. 21 covers in an historic building in a small Iowa town. A dead body was found inside, burning in the car that was in the parking lot of the Disney World Miniature Golf Course, officials said Saturday. Water worlds of common exponents may contain vast amounts of water. Mysterious fact about the dazzled Alabama local saw by NASA. Strange lakes are speeding up Arctic permafrost melt, and that's really bad news. Colorado Boy 4 battled stage 4 cancer celebrates as if Keyboy is honorary police officer. They're secretly keeping black men healthy, maybe black doctors. And more people died from opioid overdose than guns or car crashes in 2017, preliminary data shows. Peter Children's time is 9:10 on this Monday morning. Down now for Peter Channel. Sports report: the Boston Red Sox will be taken out of Cleveland Indians in the first of a 4-game series at Fenway Park. Game time 7:07 p.m. Rosario continues hot-hitted as Mets beat Phillies. Injury-riddled Washington Redskins line on the visit with Adrian Peterson. Sam and Bell's lead chart sends a message. Cards rookie Kirk Turner heads in a wide receiver battle. Peter Children's time 9:10 on this Monday morning. Time now for Peter Cello. Traffic and trends to check on this back to work Monday. Look MBT subway system is looking good on the commuter rail, and the ferries are looking good. Okay, I was in byways. 395 a northbound side, Louisville, Putnam, Connecticut. 185 westbound side, so between Seagull Grade to downtown Providence. 95 in the southbound side, so between 152 and North Attleboro on the Route 95, 295 in Attleboro. 95 northbound side, it is so around 128 in Canton. 7 Expressway, northbound side, so between First Brook and Quincy area to Dorchester. 7 Expressway, southbound side, so between Marcy Boulevard, Dorchester way down to Quincy. Route 2 eastbound side, so in Acton stretch of 190 northbound side, so West Boston stretch. 93 southbound side, so between Bridge and Boston all the way down to downtown Boston, all the way backed up all the way down to Mystic Brook Parkway in Medford. Route 1 is southbound side, so between Chelsea and Charlestown. 7 Soul Count is looking good. Mass Pack westbound side, so between Lawyer down to South Boston. Mass Pack eastbound side, so between Western all the way down to Newton. 128 on the northbound side, so between Route 9 and Wellesley and Route 20 Waltham. 128 is southbound side, so around 93 and 28 in Redden. 3 to the southbound side, also Burlington stretch. And in Connecticut, 91 on the southbound side, also Walford, Connecticut. 95 on the southbound side, so between Northland and Stamford, Connecticut, and Merritt Park. 84 eastbound side, also Newtown, Connecticut, around 84. 391 the northbound side, also Holyoke stretch. 7 New Hampshire and Maine highways are looking good, except to the state 89. 91 on the southbound side, also on the U.S. Canadian border, and Ottawa 15 northbound side, so in South Quebec towards Montreal, and Ottawa 55 southbound side, so in South Quebec towards the U.S. Canadian border. Peter Chill news time is 9:12 on this Monday morning, and it's time now for a weather report. Rain showers off Newport, Rhode Island, and raining down around New Bedford down to Wareham, and raining around Martha's Vineyard around Falmouth, and west of Nantucket, and raining up southeast of Cape Cod, and otherwise it's a cloudy start to your morning in southeastern Massachusetts and Cape Downs, but otherwise a clear day for the rest of the region. As we're looking at temperatures right now in southern New England, it is in the 60s, close to low 70s in southern New England, and it is in the 50s to 60s in northern New England, 46 degrees with Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Right now, 68 degrees at temperature, humidity 87%, 2.64 degrees, barometer 3.13 inches, winds of soil, winds northeast at 5. Alright. Look at that forecast, goes like this. For today, mostly clouds about 34 degrees. Northeast at about 9 miles an hour. Tonight, much better after 3 a.m. Mostly clouds about 59 degrees. Northeast at about 5 to 7 miles an hour. Coming to the evening for Tuesday. Punch about 76 degrees. Northeast about 6 miles an hour. Tuesday night. Check the showers at midnight. Most clouds about 66 degrees. And southeast about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Just mentioned 40%. Nearby rain but less than 10 inches possible for Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms likely made before 4 p.m. Mostly clouds coming at 82, about 61 degrees. And just mentioned is 45% for Thursday. Mostly sunny. Mostly clouds coming about 79, about 56 degrees for Friday. Sunday, mostly clouds coming at 82, about 59 degrees. Saturday, Sunday, mostly clouds coming at 82, about 61 degrees. And for Sunday, mostly clouds coming at 82 degrees. And that's going to be it for the Peter Chill Modern News on this August 20th, 2018, on a Monday morning. Be with me. Have a good morning and a good day. You have a good day.